If you tournament fish, what is one definite thing you have to do for every single day in order to be successful? Good morning, guys and girls. February 7th, reading from the Catch of the Day book on the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube. Be sure and subscribe to that channel if you're not subscribed to that channel. By the way, the new 2025 television shows are running now on ESPN2 every Saturday morning, I believe 7:30 Eastern Time. We're also on World Fishing Network, Pursuit, the Pursuit channel, the Hunt channel, Heartland Network, the Walk channel, Action Network, several others. I'm probably leaving several out. World Fishing Network. February 7th, looking in the book of Proverbs. People can make all kinds of plans, but only the Lord's plan will happen. So you can make all kinds of plans, but only the Lord's plan is going to happen. So that means that you need to involve God in everything that you do when you're making your plan. When we started the Bible study group at the tournaments back in 1983, that's when we started Bible studies at tournaments. I started those there, a little small group. The first Bible study was over at Lake of the Ozarks, and we had about 15 people show up at that Bible study. I had no idea what God had in mind. This Bible study group quickly turned into Focus, a fellowship of Christian Angler Society. I knew that I was missing a lot of church during fishing tournaments, and I still needed fellowship with other Christians. But God's purpose was much, much larger, much, much larger. You know, I have visited and started that, and it was really a lot of the devil threw up a lot of roadblocks in the way trying to get that Bible study group started. I had visited with a couple of friends of mine that were Major League Baseball players, and they actually had started Bible study groups. It's a fellowship of Christian athletes. Deals on the baseball teams that they played for. One was Doug Flynn, who I still keep in contact with Doug quite a bit. He's still a great, great Christian man. Started that Bible study group for the New York Mets when he was playing for the New York Mets. The other was Jim Sundberg. Jim Sundberg was a catcher for the Texas Rangers. And I visited with both of them about starting that. And then both of them told me, Jimmy, you'll have a lot of roadblocks probably in getting that started, but you need to get it started. So we did. And all I was doing was just doing something where we could have some Christians together talking about what God was doing in their life and having a Bible study group and just kind of filling ourselves back up with God's plans. But God's purpose, as I said, was much larger. His purpose was saving souls and changing lives. Saving souls and changing lives. We really didn't start that for that at all. All we wanted to do is, well, I guess we're starting for changing lives. We want to change our own. We want to make sure our own life was living the way God wanted us to live. I remember Charlie Campbell showed up at that first meeting, and he's the one that suggested that we name it something, and we have some sort of pin or patch to wear on our shirts. And Homer Circle was the man that came up with the acronym FOCUS, F-O-C-A-S, Fellowship of Christian Angler Society. To this day, when I see FOCUS spelled F-U-C-U-S, F-O-C-U-S, I think it's misspelled. I think it should be spelled F-O-C-A-S, FOCUS. Almost 30 years later, and now we're almost 50 years later, I guess what would that be? That'd be 42 years later, yeah. Almost 50 years later. Focus meetings, there's still focus meetings at most major tournament events. BASS, FLW. I think Major League Fishing does also. Many of the crappie tournaments have focus meetings, Fellowship of Christian Anglers meeting. Praise God. Praise God that I followed his leadership with my actions. And the devil did throw up a lot of stumbling roadblocks. I got some great and funny stories about that. But whatever you do today, include God in all your plans. That's the main thing to get out of this verse. Whatever you're doing, make sure you include God in what you're doing. He has a purpose for everything that you do. Little things, big things. He has a purpose for everything you do. And his purpose, can I tell you, is not only the best, but his purpose is the purpose that will prevail. Will prevail. Even though you might be doing something for a totally different reason or whatever you want God's purpose to be. His one will prevail. What you need to do if you're tournament fishing is you need to develop a simple game plan for each tournament day. Develop a game plan on what you're going to do. Don't just go out there and think, oh, I caught fish over in this area, I'm going to run over and fish. Have a game plan for the entire day. Have some backup situations made up in your mind that you're going to do. You may just be going to make a milk run and just go hit a bunch of places during the day. Realize also that game plan you have is very liquid. It's a moving target. and you're going to have to make adaptations and changes throughout the day depending on what happens, both good and bad. But develop a game plan and stick to it as closely as you can. Works in just about everything, actually. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. And remember, I sure do love you.